we had a meeting after the EP, and we were just talking about what we want to do differently. And it was funny because, like, I think Ben wanted to say it, but we wanted to say it before he did, and we were just like, we want you to take a more prominent role in the music. It's so funny, like, when you like tell criticism to Ben, he always has this like confused look in his face, and he'll like turn his head, but then he like turns it straight, where he's like, all right, I'm gonna do this, you know. And it's like, it's just like cool to see him respond like in kindness to the challenge, really.
His parts are much more groovy, and I think they're a lot more tasteful than the last album.
I don't know how other people do it, like outside of like knowing the Lord and having the Holy Spirit, is like being kind to one another and like being able to take criticism like that. Like, I know that, like, I love Ben, and Ben knows that I love him too, but still at the same time, I'm sure it could sound like really harsh when I'm just like, hey, like, you need to step up your game. You know, you can't be like, you need to step up your game, man. He just started like buying gear left and right, and he's just like, I was thinking about getting this thing, and I was thinking about getting this. I'm like, I was thinking about this part, and I was like, all right, man.
He's got himself a Sans amp now, so he's got that nice, piercing, heavy bass tone.
We were all just kind of like, you know, where like everyone's like standing back and doing that head bob, and you're looking around, and you're like, that's what's up, you know? And so it was like cool to see him like take ownership of his position in the band.
What's great about bass compared to guitars is that like the kick and the bass are a lot of times just hand in hand, like hitting everything together.
Ben is kind of like an all-around guy. Like, he can play guitar a little bit, he can play bass really well, he sings a little bit. And I think he kind of brings all of that to the band.
'Cause I'm free! Free falling! Solo it! 'Cause I'm free! Oh man, that sounds awful.
When I first met Ben, I never would have guessed him as like a screamer or, you know, somebody who does harmonies, which is really awesome because he can do both and they both sound awesome. He is so zoned in. He is just like, dude, this is what I do, and if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it well.
It's been really neat to see him more focused, and I think we're all doing that in different ways. But Ben, like, just like really diving into like being a bassist and not just like, I play low end for Wolves at the Gate, you know.
He started really, really like truly caring about his tone, and this, you know, he got a new bass, and I think this album really is kind of a platform for people to be like, wow, like, bass stuff is good on that album. Like, it's because of Ben. Like, he really worked hard at it.
This is rocket fuel right here.
That other guy interviewed. Okay, good.
Yep, don't put anything in it.
I love it.
People to see for 30 years.
Yes.
You're the guy who made the funny face.
That was me.
Hey, it's the funny face guy. Free falling!
That's how you make a record.